You cannot build a clean life on top of noise. And most people don't realize this because noise feels like motion, plans, goals, lists, ideas, podcast, advice, all stacked on top of life that never actually gets quiet. If you're waiting until tomorrow to start something, stop and start today. Not by doing more. Start with one small action. Floss one tooth, do one push up, clean one drawer, one cabinet, one shelf. And don't rush it, do it fully because completion creates calm and calm creates clarity. Sometimes the right first move isn't adding anything at all. Sometimes the move is emptying. You pull out of the drawer everything, everything out of the cabinet, everything out of the room. This is called hushing. You hush the drawer, you hush the cabinet, you hush the room. Nothing in it, no decisions, no history, no identity. This isn't cleaning. This is subtraction. We've been taught that progress means doing more, but real progress often begins when the system goes quiet, when the noise stops, when the inputs stop, when the identity pauses. That's why meditation works. Not because you're doing meditation, but because you stop interfering. That's why vacations work. Not because of luxury, but because the nervous system finally drops out of performance mode and gets away from all your distractions of all your stuff in your regular space. And this is why nature works. A forest work a forest doesn't ask you who you are. The ocean doesn't care about your goals. A blank wall doesn't need you to optimize it. Everything gets quiet. And when things get quiet, something interesting happens. Your identity loosens. The roles soften. The story quiets. The pressure lifts. You're no longer the person who needs to prove, fix, chase, or hold it all together. You're just here, breathing, observing, existing. And this is the reset most people need. Well, maybe the reset I need. They try to upgrade their life without returning to zero. Many times have I tried to organize, tried to do this, tried to do that, but it's just overwhelming with all this stuff. Where do I even begin? Zero. Zero is powerful. Zero is where you can finally hear what actually matters. Not what you inherited, not what you absorbed, not what you've been reacting to, but what serves you now. After you hush a room, you don't dump everything back in. You add one thing at a time. You ask, does this belong? Does this serve? Does this support the life I want to live? You can do the same with your schedule, your habits, your commitments, your relationships, your inputs, but only after the hush. Most people are exhausted, not because they're doing too much, but because they've never stopped long enough to choose intentionally. Noise keeps you busy. Silence gives you direction. So today, don't overwhelm yourself. Hush something small. One drawer, one cabinet, one room, one afternoon, one walk without headphones. Let the system reset. Let the dust settle. Let yourself remember what calm feels like. Because once you've hushed your life, now you get to decide how to move. I create space first, then I build with intention. Love and peace, my friends. Wisdom and understanding. Enjoy this day.